Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Take 5 with Travel Gossip. Today we have Adam from Qatar Tourism here with us, and I'll be listening extra closely as I'm heading out there myself this autumn. Morning, Adam. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, well, thank you. You got some good news for us Brits last week, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, it was announced last week that as of Monday at 7 p.m., the UK is no longer on Qatar's red list, which is fantastic. So now no quarantine is needed for a UK passenger. All that's needed is a PCR test on arrival. And that also that doesn't count for people transiting through the airport. So they can go through the airport as normal.
Ah, brilliant news. Great stuff. Okay, did you want to tackle a couple of those main misconceptions that people still make about Qatar? Should we get that out the way?
Yeah, sure. Just a couple, I suppose. Just when people are looking at the Middle East, I think one thing to highlight is safety. Not only COVID safety. I mean, Qatar was one of the safest countries in the world when it came to COVID. With most of their population vaccinated, but also safety for travelers. It is the safest country in the world. Even if you're traveling as a solo traveler, it's incredibly safe. There's the crime rate is so low in Qatar. People don't need to feel worried if they're going on an evening walk or anything like that. There's no concerns whatsoever from that. The second thing is alcohol. I think with these more conservative destinations, I think there's always a misconception that we can't get a drink there. That's absolutely not the case. In the hotels, as with our Middle Eastern cousins, you can still get alcoholic drinks with your meals and at bars within those hotels. So it is widely available.
You know us well, thank you. So you mentioned there about passing through the airport, but the destination actually makes a great stopover, right?
It really does, and I think that not. I mean, we've got the world's best airline, going to hundreds of different places around the world from this great hub, which is Doha. There's going to be more info coming soon about a stopover program, which is where you can sell in a night to your clients for about a five-star hotel for about $50 a night. So whether you want to include it into a flight price or just include it into a holiday price, to add value for your clients, or as an extra thing to sell into them. That's something that will be easily doable through this stopover program. But there is so much to do. Just whether it's two nights, whether it's one night, we want to encourage people to get off the plane and stay for a little while, break up that long journey, or on your way back, have a couple of days relaxing before heading back to the UK.
Definitely. And for first-time visitors like myself, are there any activities that you'd say are a must-do in Qatar?
There are loads, Jess. It all depends on what you want to do. I think for for people who want to soak up the culture, there's the Museum of Qatar that you see behind me. It really is a stunning piece of architecture inside and out. You've got the Souk Waqif, which is sort of built like an old school style souk, but still has that modern twist to it, and it is where all the locals go. It's not all about the it's not all about the tourists. It is literally about the authentic culture. But then if you're into more action adventure, they've got kayaking in the mangroves up in the north, or there's a new kite surfing resort that's coming. So there's all sorts of different things depending on what your clients want, on what clients want to do.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So for agents that want to start learning more then, what would you recommend, Adam?
So for the moment, the best thing to do would be head to our Tawash program, which is part of Travel Uni. There's some great modules on there, either starting as a beginner or as an expert. The content was refreshed about 3 or 4 months ago, so it's pretty new stuff and very up to date. You can get an idea of the hotels, you can get an idea of what kind of thing there is to do there, but also for those of you that sell cruise, there's a specific cruise module, because we're welcoming more and more cruise lines into the ports of Qatar, which is amazing, and we're really looking forward to it. MSC, and the recent announcement of Emerald as well. So more and more hopefully coming as well. For those of you that sell more corporate stuff as well, there is a My section. Feel free to look at your leisure, but there's some really good stuff on there.
Am I right in that the agents might have a chance to go on one of your fam trips as well?
You are very correct again. We are running a number of incentives so I think my thing now would be the best thing to do would be sign up to the Tar Wash program, and there'll be more incentives announced, because because of the announcement this or end of last week, we're a bit sort of just in the planning stages at the moment. But we thought we'd get out there and tell people that the UK is off Qatar's red list. But yeah, 100%. There's going to be numerous fan trips because we have to cram them into a finite period this year, given that small football event that's happening in November and December. So we will be running those very, very soon.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I think we're quite aware of that small football event. That will be brilliant. So yes, you heard it here, guys. Lots of fam trips coming up. So hopefully you'll have a chance to go and try out the destination yourself if you haven't already. So you'll see along the bottom of the screen, we've had the Tar Wash URL there for you. So do get registered. You'll stay connected and yes, stay up to date with all the Qatar news. Thanks for joining us today, Adam.
No, thanks for having me.
All right, everyone, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.